Hello there, sports fans and CIA agents and FBI agents and NSA agents and any of you other alphabet soup guys that are checking in to see if your propaganda is working. It's not. Too many people are awake. I don't know what kind of trick you're going to pull to get through with your agenda, but what you're doing isn't working. And, that's what my video show. This is just another non-Pacific random droppings of conversations that people just stop by and talk to me about. It's what my artwork brings in. The first clip you're going to read, it was an endorsement for my shop, the quality of the shirts and the merchandise at Threadless. So, it would really help out a lot. It would help you out a lot, and help the cause out a lot if you went ahead and bought something. Get one of their sweatshirts or t-shirts or cell phone covers and mugs or whatever, but the quality of their merchandise is rather good. Their shirts hold up very well. So if you would, go help me out, and then that helps spread the word too. So if you like, you like. If you care, you share, which is a big thing. Please do share these videos, and of course subscribe if you haven't, and then resubscribe, because you know the routine. They will knock you off. Hit the bell button. Yeah, that's always cool. And contribute to my PayPal if you just feel like giving me some money. Be nice. I can use it. Things aren't getting any easier. So, there we go. I want to thank you. Remember, this is a spiritual battle of fighting on a material plane. So, please give me the material I need to stay out there. Love you all. God bless you. On the street.
Here.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I figured bring it to the streets. Why not? Let's see what's going on.
Sure.
Why just do it on a blog?
Nice.
This way you get to meet different people.
Right.
Most people go, if they're going to go to a website, it's typically because they agree with what's on that website.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's true.
Yeah. You listen to a radio station or a TV, because you agree with that.
Right.
Out here, at least I get different perspectives. I can speak to different people, and
I bet makes your day interesting.
Boring is not part of my lexicon.
I would imagine.
It doesn't even get into the realm of it. No.
I would not. Are you always right here, or do you kind of move around?
About 95% of the time here, because it's got great foot traffic.
Yeah.
Sure.
But because it's on wheels, I can.
Do you have to claim this spot?
I was going to ask. A lot of times in Denver, you have to kind of pay for your area, and that's the only place you're allowed every time.
No. I've just kind of inherited it. I just
people honor the fact that it's your spot.
Yeah, I've been here. I've been doing this for 5 years here, so
Nice.
People kind of know this is where I'm going to be. Sometimes I'll set up in front of the courthouse on Royal Street.
Yeah.
But sometimes I go in front of City Hall.
Nice.
It all depends on what I do.
Right on.
So where do you guys fall politically? What do you?
I'd say independently thinking.
No,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
That's why I was getting that.
Yeah.
I was getting that.
I try to stay away from most of it, to be honest. You get people all riled up, and I'm just non-confrontational, so I'm
Well, you are confrontational, but you prefer not to be. Because I've seen you shut some fuckers down.
well.
Well, fortunately, you can't really. It doesn't. Stop paying attention to you. That's the problem. You always have to be somewhat aware or involved of what's going on.
And informed, for sure. Yep, it does.
And we are going through some tumultuous times. What's happening in our society and the world in general is
Are you familiar with the book called The Fourth Turning?
No.
I highly recommend it. It was written in 1977 by a couple of political scholars who studied Western history over 500 years and noticed a cycle of 80 years where we go through these turnings, these generational changes.
Huh.
And right now we're going through the fourth. Oh, yeah. Quite a few.
Sorry. Anyway, go ahead.
But we're going through what's called the fourth turning right now, which is the biggest of the changes where we, essentially what it does is like each generation kind of forgets the lessons of the last one. So we go through these, we keep on repeating history.
Sure.
Huh.
And,
This up.
Yeah.
Speaking of that mobile app now from Denver Public Library.
Yeah, we can look up, we can rent and check out whatever we want on the Kindle, which is nice.
Yeah, I highly recommend it because it really gives you a good perspective
like to
of
read
like
that.
exactly kind of where we're at right now.
That's my kind of book.
And that-
The Fourth Turning.
The fourth turning.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
You're a good man.
Yes. Here's a get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton,
Yes.
which is
Thank
good
God,
for any
Hillary.
crime in the world. And on the
it have
back
your
is my
info? Oh,
YouTube
nice, good.
channel. You can check out some of the conversations and confrontations I've had.
Threadless.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
clothes?
Yeah, clothes, cell phone covers, cups. You can get a lot of
I
my.
always buy him cool shirts from Threadless.
You can get a lot of designs, my designs.
Oh,
they
that's
come with a money back guarantee. If you don't trigger a liberal, you will get your money
Nice.
back. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thank you.
I like it,
We'll
man.
definitely look you up.
All right.
I like to buy Threadless. I love Threadless.
Yeah, they have good quality stuff.
They do.
I do. I mean, I checked out a few stores and I thought they were the best quality.
Yeah. They Thank you. They I bought him like 3 shirts 3-4 years ago, and they're still perfect.
Yeah, they're good quality. They really
for
are.
sure.
Yeah, they really are.
I need some with my business name
Dyes
on it
don't
too,
seem
so
to
I might
wear
have
out.
to use them
Yeah.
because they'll last. All right.
All right.
Have a good day. Hopefully we'll see you again.
Department.
DC Water Department?
DC Water. That's who I work for, yes.
How's the water in DC? I wonder about it because there's some things going on with the people there. I figured sometimes it might be the water. I don't know, you know?
That's a good guess. The water's actually pretty good.
That's good.
Good water. It's plentiful.
We could use your help here. I swear, the water here.
Oh, yeah? Tell me about the water system here.
Oh, well, I mean, it comes out of the Mississippi River. What can you expect? I mean, we get every kind of. I don't think they filter it enough. I swear, But I mean, water in general. I mean, I've seen different reports where they've done, studies around the country, and they find X amount of chemicals and stuff. Do the filters can they really take out all of the things that people flush down the toilet, the different drugs and everything else?
They can. It depends on how you treat it. Every system's different. There are technologies out there, but there's we can find more stuff. That doesn't mean that we're removing all of it. We can actually find more and more stuff down to lower and lower concentrations, and a lot of this we don't know what the effects are. All the stuff that keeps kind of.
As I said, I worry about the water, and because when I was a kid, we didn't have to worry about the water coming out of it. But now we're dealing with pipes that are 50, 60 years old, especially around here.
That old infrastructure is a problem. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's not getting any younger, is it? Yeah, the city. The fact that the city can continue to operate, frankly, it's kind of amazing. As old as it is.
They were doing some work in front of the house I was staying at, and I came out there and I looked at the pipes they dug up. I said, man, how old is that? I said, guy looked. I said, it's about 1890. Jesus,
Yeah, we had a big pipe break in DC last year. It was 1860.
Yeah.
So that was I use this as a.
Well, I mean,
what am I talking about? That's before Abraham Lincoln was president.
Because you guys are dealing with the same kind of lowland situation there, don't you?
Yeah, well, it's a bit different. Your soils here, they're all have been spread out here over the years, and it settles out different, and that causes some problems.
Sure, that's what it's there for. If you'd like to leave anything in the Bulletproof Vest Fund, it's always appreciated.
Well, good luck.
Oh, yeah, we're all going to need that,
right.
you know. See if you can do something about putting something in the water in D.C. and make them smarter, you know. How you doing, Captain?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Oh, it's got to be obvious.
Yes, it is.
Where are you from?
Scottsdale, Arizona.
Oh, crap. What the hell, Evan? I just saw something
Sally
about...
and Cinema.
Yeah, Cinema yesterday. I had a picture of Cinema on the floor, house floor, center floor, in a mini skirt with boots up to here. Didn't match. She looked like a hooker that got dressed in a closet.
Yeah. Lesbian Prada socialist, self-proclaimed.
What the heck? You know, the land that used to be, you know...
Goldwater?
Thank you. Is now turned into what? You know, sewer water. Swamp water. Jeez, what do you do back there?
Financial advisor.
Oh! I got something for you. You might already know. There's a lady I met out here 4 years ago. Old black lady comes up, she started looking at my work and we start talking. She's brilliant. I go, who the hell are you? She goes, I'm Professor Iris Mack. Harvard, MIT, Enron, recruited by Larry Summers to work with him on Wall Street. She found out what a crook he was working with him. She blew the whistle on him. They blackballed her. She's tenacious. She came back and she wrote a book called The Wall Street Bailout for Main Street. It became the #1 bestseller for wealth management. You familiar with it? Good. It's a good friend of mine. She comes out here.
Really?
Yeah, she teaches it too.
Shake her hand for me the next time you see her.
Say what?
Shake her hand for me the next time you see her.
Yes, yeah. She's an amazing woman. She is. So, yeah.
I'm happy to see you out here.
Well, thank you,
I'll
sir.
do the bulletproof.
Oh, you're very kind. Here's a get-out-of-jail-free card from Hillary Clinton.
Thank you. Ready?
All right.
So do you people give you a hard time?
I hope so. Not as much as you would think.
Yeah.
What I found out here doing this, typically the liberals they're only brave in groups.
In numbers, yeah, exactly. I got a MAGA hat, a Trump 2020 hat, and I wear it in Orange County, and I've had one kid say, "Hey, you need a hat." Overwhelmingly, it's more support than it is.
I know.
Yeah.
If people only do, because a lot of people say, "Well, I'm afraid to do it."
Yeah, exactly.
No, don't be. I find that when you get out there, you wind up getting more support. You find out it actually feeds on itself.
Yeah,
exactly.
People are afraid to come out because you get labeled a racist and all the other stuff, which isn't true.
No, it isn't true. Yeah. So, you defend sheriffs? Is that what you do?
Yeah. So everything from A to Z, because nowadays everything gets reported and the sheriff wants to be transparent, so they send everything out for investigation and we have a union, so as soon as they trigger an investigation, then they assign it to us, and then they have a lawyer all the way through the whole process.
I'm a magnet for military and police, of course, because of my work, so I get to speak to a lot of them. I find that a lot of cops now are kind of put under a lid because of the restrictions. Some of the, it's getting hard to enforce the law.
All kinds of things. There's so many things that are happening with social media and phones in everybody's pocket. A cop will do something wrong, and so the respect for police officers is dropping quickly. A lot more people are skeptical of it. Jurors are, a little more skeptical of it and everything else.
Plus, they're being made targets of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we just had 2 22-year-olds get shot here.
Yeah.
2 female cops get
crazy. Yeah, it's not a good time to be. And after that, was it the Dallas shooting?
Yes.
There so many of them are paranoid now and looking around when they make a stop, and it's just a whole different world than what it was.
It's a bad time to be a good cop, isn't it?
Yeah. I was a cop years ago, 25 years ago, 30 years ago. And that's how I got into this.
Different environment now.
Oh my God, yeah. And I was in LA County, which I thought was bad, but it's so much worse now. You know, before you get, maybe every 6 months you get a smart ass, you know, that would, it's like every night, you know, and they're testing you, and because they know you're on video, they're going to try to push your button, and it's a whole different.
What is this going to do to our society? I mean, eventually, you know, because good people don't go into law enforcement.
Yeah. You know, and the other thing that's really bad about it, too, is that I've got kids. My son's 25, my daughter's 23. The millennials are a whole different. There's less respect for authority and positions and everything else than I think our generation kind of made a mistake there where, you know, our parents, there was Mr. and Mrs., and there was a separation in the generations. And then when we raised our kids, we didn't do a good job of you know, drawing that line and respect and everything else.
Well, the schools had a lot to do with it.
Yeah, the schools.
The educational system has been breaking down.
Yeah.
I speak to a lot of teachers out here right now. They got to deal with the stupid gender bathrooms.
Oh
and
my gosh. Yeah, crazy stuff.
I mean, you know, that really, I mean, education seems to be secondary now to like your feelings.
Yeah.
It's really strange.
Yeah. That's why, I mean, we seriously said we're getting out, we're going to go, because California is just, I think we're on the tipping end of the scale as far as liberalism and craziness, and we're going to go back, you know, where it's a little more reasonable. And
do you think there's going to be a civil war?
I don't know. You know, if something happens with Trump, I could foresee it being pretty crazy. You know how they're trying their darndest to do impeachments and all. First of all, they'll never get an impeachment. It's not going to get through the Senate, but it's crazy. Yeah.
Because they are pushing the divide more and more and more. And like you say, it's already been, the inertia's already there, where, you know, the generations are already, you know, kind of like separate.
I blame social media for that too, because before there was no platform for them to.
Well, it's a two-sided sword too, you know.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, I make that permission first.
Yeah.
That's part of the rights, you know.
Yeah, if you'd like to leave anything in the Bulletproof Vest Fund, it's always appreciated.
Here, you get a kick out of this. I'm a motorcycle enthusiast. This is one of my bikes.
Oh, beautiful. Man, that's right at Easy Rider, isn't it?
So it's one of 1999. They made 50 of them to commemorate the movie 30-year anniversary, and this is 18 of 30.
Yeah, that's right out of it.
I just had it completely redone. This is I'm riding in a parade.
Oh, terrific.
And then
oh man, that's got to be fun. That's got to be fun.
It's a celebrity everywhere it goes.
I'd imagine so.
All right, well, you have a good day.
All right, sir.
You'll see you.
Did I give you a get-out-of-jail-free card from Hillary Clinton? This is good for any crime in the world. Festive, I like festive-looking people.
I like this button.
We in good moods.
Yes.
Where are you guys from?
Right around here.
New Orleans? Well, it figures. You kind of look New Orleans-y.
Yeah, you can usually tell.
What do you guys do in the city?
I'm a tour guide.
Terrific.
Down along St. Claude.
That's always a lot of fun. Beats having a real job, doesn't
yes, you goddamn right it does. I wouldn't know how to have a real job.
I know. I've talked to other tour guides, and I get a kick out of listening to some of the things some of the tourists say, as I do too, you know. They think that one tour guide, she's going around, she's talking about the Civil War, and one of the people, we had a Civil War? It's like...
Oh man!
I know.
People are so dumb these days.
I know.
Well, they'll remember the next one.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah. Yes.
Indeed.
They'll be
Which
in it.
might be right around the corner the way things are looking. I don't know.
I was trying to figure out, well, how do they even draw the lines whenever the Civil War starts? Like, how do they even pick the teams? Like, America's so mixed
North
up
and
and
South
matched
anymore.
up, and everybody lives together. And, you know, like, how do you even fucking divide the people enough to actually go to that level of fighting? And I'm like, oh,
everything's just gonna burn.
business suits.
Yeah.
Just aim for dudes in ties.
Oh no.
Yep, you better be careful.
Yeah, but indeed, because in the last Civil War, I mean, there was a divide. There was, you know, there was a slavery thing in the South versus the North kind of deal. But now it's ideology.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, it's like, what do you do there? Because it's all mixed up. Yeah, mega hats. So seem to be in the crosshairs these days.
Yeah, it's a target.
I just went ahead. Normally, I just saw my own artwork, but because of that Covington thing, you know, that came out where they attacked those kids from the Covington High School.
Oh.
You know about that one? Oh yeah, it was in the news all last week. It was it was in Washington, and these kids from a Catholic school in Covington, Kentucky, were in Washington. They're waiting for the bus, and then there were some protesters there from like the Black Israelites or whatever the hell they are. Right? And then this professional Indian protester seems to go around and agitate.
Right.
Gets up in their face. You know about this now? You heard it, you know. And it was all because of the mega hats. So I figured, well, what the hell? Let me stir the pot. So I went ahead and ordered 25 mega hats. They're on the way. To see if I can,
Oh, that's wonderful.
anything I could, to ruffle the feathers.
Yes.
I guess,
Oh, it is so wonderful to
Poke
meet
the
you.
bear.
Yes.
keep from being bored, as it were.
No kidding.
You are a delight, badass Uncle Sam. It is
Well,
so
thank you.
wonderful to meet
Thank you very much. Here, let me give you a get-out-of-jail-free card from Hillary Clinton.
Oh, thanks, darling.
Oh my God,
This is
I love
amazing.
Check out,
so much.
check out my YouTube channel.
Yes.
You can see some of the encounters I've had out here and whatnot. I think it's kind of interesting,
Oh, I'm excited. I'm going to see you again.
Okay, it's a pleasure meeting you guys.
Pleasure meeting you as well.
Hey, make that money.
Yeah, sure. Oh, thank you. Welcome back.
Yeah, I was going to say, we want to share it.
Oh, yeah, please take a few more. Give them to your friends and wherever you want to put it. I think that's good. Yeah. Thank you very much. Very kind.
This is the worst kind.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
How's that?
Because it is.
Well, why don't you explain that to me? You're the smart one. Why don't you answer my question for me?
I would be glad.
Why don't you answer my question for me? Can you do that?
That's a stupid question.
Why is it a stupid question?
We do not care more for illegal immigrants than Americans. That's just
certainly
bullshit.
the perception, isn't
That's
it?
a bullshit.
Well, wait, come here, but I ain't done asking you questions. You're so smart. Come on, why don't you tell me the 3 kinds of propaganda? Come on, man. I try to change my mind. You're the smart one. You're just another intellectual coward. Starts conversations and can't finish them.
Towards the value of communism.
Oh, yeah.
I said, you don't recall when Pol Pot killed 3.5 million people when we left Vietnam, Cambodia, and Stalin killed 20 million of his own people. And, Russia, and God knows how many they slaughtered in China, not including all the unborn. And that's a satisfactory way of, dealing with your people. I don't think so.
No, and there's a book, I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's called The Fourth Turning.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a couple of political scholars in the 77 wrote it. Yeah. And they studied Western civilization for 500 years and noticed a pattern. How every generation seems to forget. And every 80 years there's a turning.
Right. And you look back to 1917, right? When the whole damn world went crazy, throwing out in Russia and all this communism bullshit was created. And that's about right. You forget, and they don't teach history.
Right.
And that's when you quit teaching it, and you only get the slant of what you get now. To predict whatever end you want, then that's when society's at the worst risk.
That's when we wind up with people like Bernie Sanders and Ocasio-Cortez being champions.
Oh yeah, and that way that'll be the only thing. The marginalization of conservative thought. Really is affected by, one instance. George H.W. Bush is being eulogized and so forth, right? So you had all the presidents lined up, including Carter, Democrats, Clinton, George W. and his brother, the governor, and they were all laughing and carrying on, and it's great, and this or that or whatever. Donald Trump came out. It was like both parts of them were pissed off at him, and they all went, "I'm not looking at that guy," And I tell you, Americans are not stupid, except those that are bought into getting shit for free, And when you have to earn it on your own, it's a whole different set of ethos that you have.
A lot of it, of course, had to do with the educational system being destroyed.
Absolutely, yeah.
You brought that up, they're not teaching history.
Teaching, and I tell you, it's a sad day for America. We find ourselves where we are. The Civil Rights Act 64 codified welfare, and look where we are with that stuff.
Yeah.
Pleasure meeting you.
Oh, pleasure meeting you, sir.
Yes, sir. Good luck.
Died.
Yeah.
She flew into Little Rock with all her crew and went in and started taking all the records from the Rose Law Firm.
Yes.
I mean, I had no right to do that whatsoever. But guys have told me Clinton used to go, he was a good old boy, he'd be walking around, he'd have those ties with the naked women with the flashing tits on the ties and stuff. He was just... I got a buddy that's been a state trooper forever, and when he first started out, he used to be one of the guys that would go to the hotel room outside the door when he'd have his whores go in there and be banging them downtown Little Rock, and the state trooper was out there, making sure nobody come around.
The worst story I ever heard was a nurse told me she worked for a doctor whose wife was raped by Bill Clinton while the two state troopers held the husband back from helping.
I've heard about that before. It's crazy. I don't know how they've ever even made to where they're at and how they're not both in jail.
Well, it's...
So many people's dead.
Yeah.
I mean, the list is, I think, like in the 50s now that
it's a lot bigger than that.
Yeah, that had ties with them, that mysteriously died.
All right, brother man.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, here's a get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton. It's good for any crime in the world, as you know. And
identify yourself as Hillary Clinton.
Check out you can get a lot of my designs on apparel.
Okay.
And they come with a trigger back guarantee. If you don't trigger a liberal, you get your money back.
Hey, want me to tell you the best thing? My daughter turned 26 yesterday, and my son's 23. He been out of the Army for about a year now, and both of them are hardcore conservative, anti-snowflake, liberal pussy. I mean, my daughter even more so. I mean, they are hardcore. She used to when she was in college in Fayetteville at the U of A, she used to call me and tell me all the crap that the professors and stuff would say, and she's like, "It just pisses me off, Dad, that they're out there,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, you raised them well, sir.
Thanks, sir.